Hi guys, what's up? This is your girl Jane of All Trades, and today we are gonna get ready for our kickoff for Friday, May 1st. We're just gonna talk about a few things to help get you guys started, okay? So with this being said, this is gonna be my third annual 40 days and 40 nights of healthy eating. Basically, it'll start May 1st, which means it'll end roughly around June the 10th, somewhere in there, roughly about 10 days before the summer. This is what I do every year here for the past few years, just to try to make sure I get my summer body together, okay? With that being said, I'm just going to share with you a few things to try to help you get through your first week, give you a few ideas, and go from there, okay? So the first thing, and I also have pictures of these things in the end of the video with the ingredients used. A lot of these things are already in your home. If not, then you can run out to your local grocery store and just pick these items up, okay? So one of the first things that I always tell people is make sure you got a healthy serving of your fruits and your vegetables. So what I took the necessary steps to do today to get ready for Friday is to prep, okay? Took me roughly about 2 hours to get everything prepped. I know you like 2 hours, but honestly, you can pick up the phone and call one of your homegirls or your homeboys or something like that, and you'll be on the phone for 2 hours. So yes, take 2 hours out for yourself and get ready for Friday. So with that being said, so one of the first items I'll share with you all is what I call my giant fruit. It's like a giant fruit bowl, basically. And what that is fresh pineapple cut up. It is grapes, blackberries, strawberries, and instead of using the blueberries that were at the store because they didn't look well, I used some frozen blueberries and I threw those in there. So basically I just washed these off really, really well and then cut them up and put them in a bowl and then put the lid on top. And those will be there, you know, I can eat off of it through the week. So these are things to help get through the first 7 days, okay? The second thing I made was cucumber salad. And cucumber salad is really, really easy to make. Me personally, I did a version of it where instead of using the Italian dressing, which has a lot of sodium in it, I actually took the Italian dressing out of it, and I just did the diced up red onions, the cucumbers chopped, and the Roma tomatoes, okay, with some fresh parsley. Just washed that off and pulled it straight off the stem, threw that in there, and so I used that with a unfiltered apple cider vinegar with lemon in it. Then I squeezed some fresh lemon on it, as well as mixed a little bit of my basil and garlic olive oil together and poured that on there. So that actually was, sorry, I'm just moving around. So that is how I came up, or how I actually mixed together the cucumber salad. Then I did my water, my metabolism water. So me personally, water is actually my drink of choice. I mean, whether I'm out at a club or at a restaurant, someone's home, I normally ask for water. That's just my drink of choice. So the water thing was pretty easy for me. I really don't care for flavored stuff that much. But when I do, it's normally black coffee, as I shared with some of you. So with this step, what I did was I took a jug of distilled water. I took my regular gallon pitcher that I would just have at the house. I washed off some lemons, some limes, and some fresh strawberries, and I just cut them all up, and I dropped them in the bottom of the pitcher. Then I took some fresh mint leaves, and with those mint leaves, I just rinsed those off really well and dropped those in there. Now, you have to be very careful with mint. Mint can be very strong, okay? So if mint is refreshing, don't get me wrong, but it's very strong. So drop a few leaves in there. Don't go overboard with it if you're not really a mint person, but that will help to crave any type of flavored sugar drink, because with those fruits, you have natural sweeteners in there, and then the mint gives you something of a refresher, which also helps with your metabolism. And then, of course, we all know water helps you slim down. So that was the third thing I did. Then the next thing I did was prep some zucchini, squash, and onions, mainly because zucchini, squash, and onions is good, can be used as a good side dish, okay? It doesn't take long to cook. I mean, technically, you can either put them on the grill outside. If you have a griddle pan in the house, you can put those on the griddle pan easily. Put them on the stove top, you know, saute them. really well. What I did was, you know, I cut them up, I washed them off, and mixed my onions, zucchini, and squash together. And then instead of taking the olive oil that you pour onto there, I didn't want it dripping, you know, causing it to get real soggy. So what I did is took the olive oil spray and just sprayed it and coated it very lightly. And then I took some pepper and some Louisiana Cajun seasoning and I put that on there. So that's how I did that. Really simple. Once you put it on the grill, it'll give you a nice robust flavor, especially if you're using I like to use the hickory charcoal, and then I put apples. I take apples, cut them up, and put it over the charcoal. It gives it a good flavor, believe it or not. So that's how I come out on top with a lot of these dishes when it comes to flavor. Another thing I did was made a large salad. So me personally, I like a lot of things in my salad. Not necessarily saying you guys have to do your salad like this, but you want to experiment with your salad. So me, since I know salad is something that is used to really fill you up because of the romaine lettuce is just full of water and some other things. It's a good way to get your nutrients, okay? So me personally, I just did feta cheese, which honestly, I don't necessarily recommend feta cheese to you all, ladies, especially if you're trying to lose your gut, because it does have a lot of sodium in it. So try to find a good substitute for that. But me personally, since I drink so much water and I do actually do a little bit of cardio, like my 10,000 steps a day, then I'm pretty good on just having the feta cheese in my salad. That as well as the banana peppers, those two are probably the most highest in sodium. Other than that, I just use, you know, lettuce, cucumbers, onions, mushrooms, black olives, things like that. Whatever I decide to put in my salad for that day. Now, I do this as well. So this week, as I have a veggie salad, next week I will prepare a fruit salad. So I'll still have my romaine lettuce, but instead of, you know, all of the vegetables, I will actually use something like strawberries, blueberries, walnuts, cranberries, things like that. So you want to definitely change it up, because it's going to be a long, hard 40 days if you get stuck eating the same things over and over, okay? So that is that. Then another thing that I did was made or took out to make for one of my dinners is the tuna steaks. Not sure if you guys know what that is. So basically it's the tuna steak, and you can season that any way you like. Like I said, guys, I really don't recommend salt because it's high in sodium, but there's so many different seasonings that you can play around with at the store. Just read them before you purchase them. You don't want anything that's high in sodium. Sorry about that. You don't want anything that's going to be high in sodium, because like I said, the purpose of this is you want to reduce that bloatness in your belly, slim down on your sides, things like that, work on your thighs. And all of these things will help this as long as you, like I said, put the cardio in with it. Another thing with that is create your own dressing. Now there are plenty of, when I say create your own dressing, one of the best things I've done is keto. Now, no, I don't do high protein as far as like the meat content, because I don't really eat a lot of meat. But as far as the side dishes for keto, and anyone can look these up online, you want to look into like the keto salad dressings that you can make at home. A lot of them use like fresh basil, fresh oregano, olive oil, things like that, avocado oil, stuff that really healthy fats that are good for you, that are not going to hurt your body, okay? So Sunday, what I decided to make for Sunday is basically I took a bag of pinto beans. I think they had maybe 5 milligrams of sodium in it, which is pretty much nothing. Biggest thing is, guys, if you are one of those people who cook your pinto beans and you put sugar or something like that in there, just eliminate the sugar, all of that stuff. Find something else to season it with that's going to be a better substitute for you. So I'm going to do the tuna steaks, steamed cabbage, and pinto beans, which is a really good meal. Apologize, y'all. Which is a really good meal. Everything is going to be, I believe altogether should be under 20 carbs for a whole day. So that's like out of this world, okay? So that's that. Then on another meal that I'm going to prepare is take these spaghetti, the butternut squash noodles. And you just want to take the low carb marinara sauce, something like that. and you want to make you a veggie spaghetti, okay? Now, if you are one of those people, you just have to have meat, at least try to use something light like turkey instead of beef, because you want to make sure that you're being able to really clean your system out during this time frame. So me personally, like I said, I don't eat a lot of meat, so I just use the butternut squash noodles with, I believe I use bell pepper, the red and green bell peppers, mushrooms and onions, and just saute all that up, put it in there with some marinara sauce. And that's how I have my veggie spaghetti. Since the butternut squash noodles have their own type of sweetness to them, you don't have to worry about adding anything in addition to get that flavor. Another dish that you can take a look at doing is taking these zucchini noodles and making a shrimp scampi with it. So shrimp scampi actually isn't that many carbs if you ever looked at the recipe in it. And if so, you can find plenty of low carb recipes on how to make it. Now, like I said, you just want to take the zucchini noodles and use that as if you would have had regular noodles. You want to grill your shrimp. You don't want to really just cook those on a stovetop and butter or anything. You want to just put them on like a little griddle pan or something, grill it, get them a nice little grill flavor, and then toss that on in there with the sauce that you made. So those are just a few things to get you started. Now, as far as breakfast, I know a lot of you was asking me about cheese and breakfast food because of rice, grits, and pancakes. So if you go online, there are some pretty good oatmeal pancakes that you can make. It's like a keto recipe. I think it's really good. I've tried it. I think they're actually fantastic if you're trying to just cut down on carbs. So look into the keto pancakes made with oatmeal. As far as rice, you can always use cauliflower rice, but technically, once you get away from rice and grits and things of that nature, you probably won't necessarily have to go back to it. It's not a must. You can always substitute those things for something else. During this whole 40 days, 40 night process, the biggest thing I want to point out to you guys is make sure that you're eliminating the white stuff, okay? And no, I ain't talking about nothing up your nose or none of that. I mean the white stuff like white bread, white flours, white sugar, anything that's refined, things like that. You just want to go ahead and totally try to eliminate it because you want your body to understand that it does not need those things to be fueled, okay? So with that being said, for all of you who are my Facebook friend, Instagram friend, Snapchat friend, or just on my YouTube channel, I want to thank you all for participating, taking the time out to listen to me today. I can't wait to see the results. Now, Friday, I am going to post a kickoff video just to encourage you all. I will really try to upload to my social media networks, guys. I'm horrible with it. I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. It's kind of hard for me to maintain all 4 networks, okay? I'm just going to say it. But I will try to make sure that I'm putting something up that's going to encourage you guys to keep going. I'm excited. Really excited to head into another year of this journey of 40 days and 40 nights. I know you all can do it. We can do this together. I would really love for people to post their before pictures and their after pictures. I'm going to do mine, even though I posted one, you know, for I believe I posted my 2018 and 2019 this past, a few weeks ago. So what I'm going to do this time is something that I haven't done. So technically, I'm going to have someone take pictures of me in, you know, some type of outfit starting on day 1. And then when I get to day 40, I'm going to put on the same outfit and have someone to take a picture of me so that you guys can see the results. Because a lot of times when we work at doing something, we don't necessarily see the results, but other people will. So hopefully that will be enough just to encourage you guys to keep going even after the 40 days and 40 nights. I know you all can do it. But until then, or until my next video, if you haven't subscribed, guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. I appreciate you all for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to me. I do respond. Now, granted, excuse me, I work a lot of jobs. So, you know, reach out to me by all means. And as soon as I get a chance to answer back, I will. If you need anything more as to substitutions, I think I gave an example when I sent it out in the beginning was for some of the substitutions, you know, honey, use honey instead of sugar, you know, stuff like that. If you need any more ideas as to what to use to substitute something, reach out to me, guys. Like I said, this is my 3rd year of just going into this. So I've gotten pretty used to finding a substitute for something in order to cut back on carbs. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.